Yo, chat. We back at it. Part 2. Part PT2. Y'all don't even know how hard it was to not watch this while, you feel me? I was at work and shit, bro. Like, niggas be needing something to watch while I was at work. But I was like, damn, I can't watch this. I gotta be with the G's. I gotta be with the guys. So we into it, y'all.
According to the news reports, on December the 12th, 2011, Brazy and his right-hand Dietrich Thomas, known to his friends as Det, were walking on the 800 block of Center Street. However, the reports don't specify which Center Street this is, as there's several of these in Mobile, including one in Plateau, which would indeed be the closest location to Brazy's grandparents' house. Anyway, at around 5:45 p.m, the pair would approach a man walking on the same street, stopping to talk with him until one of them pulled out his pistol and shot the man in the leg. Brazy then allegedly ran through the man's pockets, taking his money, before the duo fled the scene. And not long after this, police would arrest Brazy at his home, charging him for the shooting and the robbery. Interestingly, even at just age 16, the news would mention him by a street nickname, Little Honeycomb, which really highlights just how much notoriety Honeycomb Brazy and his family had garnered amongst the mobile police at this point. In his Say Cheese interview, Brazy actually claimed that he wasn't the shooter, but he wound up taking the charge for his friend.
I was like 16 when I got out, and I was turning 17. Then now, I ain't get locked up for the murder. Then I got locked up for a robbery and attempted murder. But I ain't need to do that though. My partner did. His name Det. He did it. But I just took the case for him though.
And Brazy would further expand on the situation during one of his many Instagram lives, again claiming
I was just about to say that was like snitching on the homie, but he literally took the case for him. He literally took the charge for him. There's no way his homie could get, like, he took the charge for him, so there's no way he could snitch on him.
And Brazy would further expand on the situation during one of his many Instagram lives, again claiming that Det was the shooter and that he just happened to be there, whilst also explaining how the victim had never seen Det before but knew Brazy and therefore told the police it was him. Brazy would then end up keeping his mouth shut, ultimately going down for the crime.
But Det had wet ass up, raw, and I was just right there when it happened. And the didn't know who Det was, knew me, so they picked the folks on me by that mouth. I know that attempted murder in the robbery first, and I'm on the run and shot a got me an assault charge. So now I'm in the like, man, damn. They want me to tell, I can't tell, so get what? I took 20 split 4.
But 3 months after the incident, on March the 4th, Brazy was set to appear in court, and on that very same day, Det was playing dice on the porch of 940 Semler Street, right on the border of their Happy Hills community and the city of Pritchard. At some point, Det and a 40-year-old man named Anthony Jenkins had allegedly fallen out over a mere $5 bet, which would tragically escalate into Jenkins shooting Det in the head, killing Det at only 17 years old. Det's death would cause deep tensions in the on March the 4th, Brazy was set to appear in court, and on that very same day, Det was playing dice on the porch of 940 Semler Street, right on the border of their Happy Hills community and the city of Pritchard. At some point, Det and a 40-year-old man named Anthony Jenkins had allegedly fallen out over a mere $5 bet, which would tragically escalate.
40 and you killing a 17-year-old over $5, bro?
Det's death would cause deep tensions in the neighborhood, which, according to the police, would lead to shots being fired back and forth.
You, as a 40-year-old, took that young man's life for $5?
Now, Jenkins had a track record of criminal behavior, such as robbery, but shockingly, after he surrendered to the police on the 8th of April 2012, he would soon get out on bail with bond set at a mere $50,000 on this serious charge of murder. There was also seemingly no rush on a trial date, as Jenkins was able to walk the streets freely for another 2 years until he was caught for yet another crime, this time possession of the so-called synthetic cannabis called Spice. However, even after that, he was still reportedly given a new bond again months before his trial finally began in 2015, and the news would also report that Jenkins, who was facing life in prison, had actually been offered a plea deal of a 20-year sentence if he pled guilty to a lesser charge of manslaughter, but he would reject this deal, opting to take things to trial in the face of a possible life sentence. And this would seemingly end up working greatly in his favor. Now, I haven't been able to find any concrete evidence of the outcome of that trial, but based on social media activity, it appears that today Jenkins is still a free man working an honest living. And even more shockingly, in December 2023, when Honeycomb Brazy was facing his latest run-in with law enforcement, despite being the person who had killed his best friend, Jenkins would post this on his Facebook, commenting that he didn't wish death or jail on anybody, as well as directly stating, "Free the young'un, Lil Comb Brazy." But regardless of the alleged killer ultimately paying homage to Honeycomb Brazy, Brazy would later reflect on losing his close friend during an Instagram live, clearly hurt by the fact that he was unable to be there for him, as well as likely being haunted by the fact that if Det had been charged with the robbery that they did together, he might still be alive this day.
Soon I took the deal, Det get killed. That's why I long live Det forever, like LD long live Det. Soon I take the case for Det, he get whacked the same day. Soon I go to court, he get killed the same day I take the case.
To this day, Brazy pays respect to his friend and can often be heard saying on debt, writing LLD for Long Live Debt on social media. Brazy has also mentioned debt in numerous songs, like his Jail Freestyle, a remix of Future's Perky's Callin', where Brazy raps how he can hear debt calling instead. While serving his time, Honeycomb Brazy would actually say that once he was free, he would dedicate himself to rapping in Dett's memory. And he would seemingly also begin to mention a new crew or set that he would be carrying on Dett's legacy under, naming his crew RN4L, meaning Real N-Word for Life. Around the time of Brazy's imprisonment, he and his friends would begin to rep the RN4L moniker, and besides Brazy, this crew would seemingly include original people close to Brazy, many of whom were also incarcerated, such as Duke Gotti, or Dugotti, another aspiring rapper at the time, who was also seemingly serving a sentence despite his young age, with videos of him rapping in jail surrounded by goons circulating online. Since then, RN4L has grown into a rather large set, as can be seen in social media posts, where Brazy can be seen proudly showing off his crew, who have the RN4L letters tatted on their necks, arms, and even faces, all while they can be seen toting heavy weaponry such as automatic rifles and FN pistols.
Yeah, man, a whole bunch of R4S going on, man. Y'all know it, man. It's real deal gang related, man. Don't be stupid. Go shit everywhere. Y'all know the whole game that went out. Y'all R4S. Y'all bitch don't be R4S. I know the going out. Whole bunch of it, whole bunch of it, whole bunch of it, whole bunch of it. Oh, they twat, man. Y'all know number 9, man. Stop playing, man. All on the face with this R4S for real. Look. I know the going on, man. RFWS, I'm gonna take over this. Y'all know this for real, man. We stepping on. Yeah.
RN4L is also the name of Brazy's own record label that he's used to officially publish music, since his first hit song Freestyle in 2018, whilst partnering with different distributors on different songs. The moniker RN4L, or Real N-Word for Life, is actually commonly used in a lot of rap songs. For example, Rondo No. 9 from Chicago, who I recently covered extensively in my 6-hour documentary on his gang set 600, would famously drop a mixtape series with the same moniker, and Lil Durk
Y'all do your homework on. I didn't even see that 600 video. If y'all want a reaction to that, let me know. I was waiting for Snore that dude to react to, and I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Snore. I be fucking with Snore when Snore react to Trap Lord Russ. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I've been waiting for Snore to get to that shit, but let me know if y'all want to see my reaction to that
on
joke.
His gang set 600 would famously drop a mixtape series with the same moniker, and Lil Durk also has a song named RN4L devoted to Rondo, after Rondo would receive a long prison sentence for the murder of an innocent taxi driver. But anyways, creating a new set was in the grand scheme of things just another example that despite his troubles with the law, Brazy was getting increasingly sucked into the street lifestyle. And when he was finally released in early 2016, Brazy was unfortunately incapable of staying out of trouble, because almost immediately after being released, he would catch yet another case, and this time the charge was much more serious.
So I do them years, I get back out. When I step out, I stay out like a month and 15 days. No exaggerating on blood gang, did no lie. I stay out a month and 15 days. I catch a murder charge. Boom.
Damn. Bro was out for 45 and caught a M. Holy.
After getting out of prison, Brazy would begin to showcase his growing rap skills, often freestyling for the camera wherever he was. Unfortunately, he was also deep in the streets and in an environment where anything could go down at any moment, and sadly, that's exactly what would happen. After being out of prison for about a month or so, on the night of February the 21st, 2016, at approximately 8 PM, Brazy would go to an apartment complex called the Woodlands Apartments in Pritchard, just about a 10-minute drive from Happy Hills, to visit a female friend named Raisha. According to Brazy, after getting out of prison, Brazy would begin to showcase his growing rap skills, often freestyling for the camera wherever he was. Unfortunately, he was also deep in the streets and in an environment where anything could go down at any moment, and sadly, that's exactly what would happen. After being out of prison for about a month or so, on the night of February the 21st, 2016, at approximately 8 PM, Brazy would go to an apartment complex called the Woodlands Apartments in Pritchard, just about a 10-minute drive from Happy Hills, to visit a female friend named Raisha. According to Brazy, he was there simply to serve her some weed, but the girl was also the girlfriend of his friend Stank, real name Ladarius Mora. Stank, who also went by the nickname Gunner, was very popular in Mobile and respected by many due to his family's prominence in the area. Just like Brazy had his father Big Honeycomb, Stank's family also allegedly had some members with serious connections to the Mobile underworld and were known for getting money in the streets, as can be seen on numerous pictures on social media where Stank himself can be seen flexing big stacks of cash and posting openly on Facebook that his trap house was doing numbers and attracting the attention of the police. Stank had also been close with Brazy's fallen friend Det and could be seen posting with his clique wearing shirts in his honor after Det's death. death. Whilst Brazy was allegedly inside the girl's home, Stank allegedly arrived at the premises to speak to Raisha after the couple had seemingly had a falling out. However, allegedly, she wasn't interested in talking to Stank and wouldn't let him inside the house, making things look increasingly dicey for Honeycomb Brazy, who was still in the home at this point. At this point, an enraged Stank, who now believed his friend was inside the house with his girlfriend doing the unthinkable, things would keep escalating, as Stank would eventually force himself into the house by kicking down the door. Understandably, an enraged Stank at this point had a hard time believing that Brazy was just there to sell her some weed, and the two would get into a fight, and it was at this point that Brazy would up his gun, shooting Stank and killing him. Unfortunately, Stank didn't only leave behind a grieving family, but also a small child, as his cousin would tell the news.
Very heartbreaking saying that he has a small child who now will never know who his father is.
The cousin would also tell that there was an exchange of words between Stank and another person before the other person reacted some way, causing the shooting, and this person was known to have a violent background.
There was another individual that was there, and there was an exchange of words, and the other individual reacted, which caused to the shooting. The person who alleged did the act is a person that already has a violent history.
Police would comment that they hadn't yet arrested anyone, but they had a person of interest who would indeed turn out to be Honeycomb Brazy.
You won't say.
So this is the whole thing about that though, bro. If you on bad terms with your girl, bro, don't crash out on everybody else. You feel me? Like, if you on bad terms with your girl, bro, don't drag everybody else into that shit. Everybody ain't trying to fuck your girl, bro. Niggas just be trying to make some money. Now, that's that situation. Now, there's been hella situations where I can't even tell you how I will react in a situation like that. If I think my man's in there with my bitch and they not trying to, like, not my bitch, but I think my man's in there with my girl and they're not trying to open the door. Like, the fuck? Like, nah, that shit dead, bro. I feel the nigga, but I don't feel the nigga. Like, don't crash out about your girl if you don't even know the whole situation, bro. Like, come on, you feel me? Because that nigga just lost his life. Because bro was trying to sell some weed. Like, that nigga lost his life because another nigga was just trying to sell a couple grands. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Whether he was inside the residence at that time or he just showed up on the scene. But we do have a person of interest at this time.
Now, Brazy's talked about this case on numerous occasions and would even at one point record a jail freestyle called True Story, which was later made into a real song, where he talks about this incident at length, essentially doing King Von's crazy story concept before Von even did it, rapping in the song about how he went to sell Raisha a pack and ended up kicking it with her having a smoke when Stank turned up, elaborating that he grabbed his gun when he heard banging at the door and at the same time got a phone call from a friend who was actually close with Stank, with Brazy telling the friend that nothing had been happening between them, but Brazy would go on to claim that when Stank kicked the door, he slipped his handgun safety off and prayed that Stank didn't break through, with Brazy ultimately concluding that despite growing up with Stank, he wouldn't allow him to kill him over a girl, and Brazy felt he ultimately had to kill Stank in self-defense. And ultimately, Brazy would indeed end up beating the charges for Stank's murder, as he was found by the authorities to have indeed acted in self-defense, with Brazy even explaining during a live how he's still cool with some of Stank's brothers, whilst others want him dead.
I didn't look, man, I didn't kill brothers in real life, like locked up for murder, killing your brother, and still his brother's brothers. You see what I'm saying? Like, this real life, this is my, I still with the brothers I killed. Like, we still hang around each other. And you think they other brother don't even like me, he want to do something to me. But you think I be wrong, brothers who I killed, like, they got the same dad, everybody 6, 7 more, and I run with them. You think they'll be wrong me if I'm fake? Like, now you killed our brother, we still with you. I'm really a real bro. I'm really like that. I'm telling you, I'm really silent. Like, I'm really silent in real life, bro. Like, real talk. Now, this ain't no wrong word for lie. This in black and white. I caught this murder case. This in black and white. You feel me? Kick the door in on me. And I had to handle my business. And I had got self-defense for it. I got self-defense for this. And you know, they what their war started about. They what all this really struck up about their war. They had grandma and granddaddy dead, but all this. Like, yeah.
He would also speak about the matter in his first interview after getting released in 2023, saying that he loved Stank and he would take it all back if he could.
Yeah, my partner, I love my partner. He just tripped that day, you feel me? It ain't nothing like that. You know, if I could take it back, I'd take it back. But you know how I get. Ain't down by no feel me? I ain't never been with no count.
So you ain't even hit, you were just telling her, you know what I'm saying? You were just in the house type shit.
Yeah, about grandma, granddad ain't no On my dead little brother Myron, never f***ed up. You feel me? Really solid. It's just that how that happened.
However, despite feeling bad about the incident and ultimately getting away with it without legal consequences, this incident would set into motion a host of tragic events that would forever change Brazy's life. Because after the investigation deemed Brazy as the person of interest in the killing of Stank, he would choose not to fight the charges, but do what he's been doing since he caught his first charge at 13, go on the run. And 3 days after the death of Stank, Brazy's good friend Duke posted a video on his Facebook where Brazy can be seen commenting on what had happened, telling Duke not to trust women before saying, "I can't let no jam me up," and leaving the car.
They'll do it in time, but I can't let no jam me up though, bro. I can't go for it. If I go for it, it ain't right, bro. And if they do get me, gonna be some real already.
In the comments of the video, Duke and another friend can also be seen discussing what had happened, both seemingly being understanding to Brazy despite having also been friends with Stank. However, not everyone would be as understanding, because also in the comments of the video would be one of Stank's brothers, who was clearly not interested in lending any sympathy to Brazy, saying F him. Indeed, this time Brazy wouldn't just have the police after him, but also Stank's family, particularly one person from his father's side, Stank's uncle, Darren D.D. Southall, who was known in the streets of Mobile as the kingpin of one of Alabama's biggest drug trafficking organizations. And while Brazy and D.D. had seemingly been on good terms in the past, the death of Stank would ignite a deadly war between the two that would ultimately end up unleashing a wave of violence all across Alabama. Darren D.D. Southall is not your ordinary Mobile gangster. This is no small-time drug dealer, because at his height, he allegedly ran a massive empire worth tens of millions of dollars, transporting thousands of kilograms of Class A dope to smaller distributors across the Gulf Coast. And according to law enforcement, Southall's drug empire was active at least from 2016 until early 2021, when he and his organization were finally busted. And during the investigation into Southall and his co-conspirators, law enforcement would intercept a call between Southall and his supplier in Texas, where he would claim to distribute 100 kilos of cocaine every single month. With deliveries landing as regular as clockwork, this was a reliable drug line believed to be netting $3 million in cash per month, with investigators seizing approximately $2.2 million in cash during one bust. After getting arrested and indicted, D.D. Southall would eventually agree to a plea agreement that made him accountable single month. With deliveries landing as regular as clockwork, this was a reliable drug line believed to be netting $3 million in cash per month, with investigators
$3 million in cash per month. I could pay for the little nigga scholarship. I ain't caught up in red nigga politics.
seizing approximately $2.2 million in cash during one bust. After getting arrested and indicted, D.D. Southall would eventually agree to a plea agreement that made him accountable for 4,000 kilos of cocaine, 24 kilos of heroin, and 2 kilos of fentanyl, totaling to about $24 million in drug proceeds. However, Southall's journey to the top of the dope game hadn't been the most typical. In fact, it was believed that he climbed to the top of the drug economy in Mobile largely by snitching on all of his competition, with these snitching allegations on D.D. Southall going back decades to at least the late 90s and early 2000s, essentially almost as far back as his criminal record.
Southall has a long criminal history dating back to the 1990s. Several charges stemmed from possession of cocaine. Southall is also accused of being a drug ringleader in a multi-state, multi-million-dollar drug organization.
For example, in 2003, Southall was part of a case against a fellow drug dealer, Leroy Jackson, who was also the owner of a Mobile-based record label, Gorilla Records, with artists like C. Nile, who was also affiliated with the legendary Screwed Up clique from Houston, Texas. During the trial, Southall testified that he had been buying crack from Jackson 2 or 3 times a week from 1999 until 2001, when Jackson went to prison. In 2013, in another case against a dirty cop named Edmund Burke, Southall would allegedly knowingly help arrange a deal between Burke and his cousin and an undercover cop, which would lead to Burke's arrest and conviction. In one flabbergasting video, a now older Southall can be seen proudly proclaiming that "I ain't on no police no more, I ain't got nobody left to roll on, I got the city in a chokehold," essentially admitting that he snitched so much that he has no more competition left in the city.
I ain't on the police. I ain't got nobody to roll on. I got the city in a chokehold.
This video would be posted on Instagram by the rapper and undisputed Jug King of Atlanta, Young Scooter, who himself seemed dumbfounded by this admission, writing the caption, "This is what the street's coming to. The streets are on life support." He said he got the whole city of Mobile. Brazy, who at this time was beginning to pick up steam as a rapper, would comment on the video using a lyric from his song Gucci Flow, where he disses Southall by saying, "How the biggest rat in the city got some bricks on my head." This was a dangerous rival, and it would mean that Brazy would need to look out for both violence and snitching from the very same op. Indeed, while Southall had seemingly gotten to the top of the dope game by snitching on his competition with the help of Mobile police.
Nah, dummy, how do you beat that, bro? How do you beat that? How do you win? You playing a losable game. Like, how do you even win, bro? This nigga stepping and ratting? Fuck. Shit. This nigga's out there trying to kill you and rat on you. Fuck, bro. How do you win?
While Southall had seemingly gotten
You
to the top of the
box.
dope game by snitching on his competition with the help of Mobile police, he was no stranger to using violence to get his way too. And in 2012, he was actually charged with an attempted murder after he allegedly shot a man in a restaurant after a fight had broken out. This incident occurred at the Cozy Brown's Kitchen in Pritchard, Alabama, a mere 3 minutes drive from the Woodlands apartments where Brazy actually ended up killing Stank. Now, Southall was after Brazy, and he would do everything in his power to get his revenge. However, if Brazy's enemies wanted him, they would have to get there before the authorities did. The police would eventually catch up with Honeycomb Brazy while he was on the run, and he was ultimately apprehended and charged with the murder of his friend Stank, landing him back in jail while he awaited trial. He would later explain to his fans how he had still been active in the streets during his time on the run, and how his ops, likely DD Southall's shooters, were on his heels trying to kill him. However, he also alleges that once they found out his location, they sent the police on him rather than sliding themselves.
Catch the murder charge. I'm on the run with that firearm on me. I'm on the run with the stick because I'm still at smoke while I'm on the run for the murder. Still out here trying to kill me. We still spinning. I'm still spinning while I'm on the run for a murder. I end up getting locked up. Find out where I'm at. They put the law on me instead of coming to span. They put the law on my house. Caught me in theater. Locked me up then. Boom.
This
However, at
nigga
this
be
point,
self-snitching
Brazy
like a
was used to jail,
motherfucker,
and
bro.
he
Why are
seemingly
you talking
lived
about you
relatively
still
good behind
spinning?
bars.
Chill,
Commonly posting
nigga.
pics of himself on social media, holding stacks of cash, eating good, and rocking designer clothes, just like his father had famously done years before him, as well as going live, showing him and his partners living their best life in jail, doing their everyday activities like lifting weights.
Man, it's too much pressure, man. Oh, so. Time for it, man. Man, we grinding for this, man. We grinding for this. Hold the camera, hey, let me touch you. Fuck that whole nephew. This everyday workout plan, break a jaw. Break a jaw. Don't try me. Don't try me. Oh my mom, we really grinding. Like we really out here doing it, man. Oh my mom, we really out here doing it. Hey, you gotta stand up. I'm so scared of y'all. You win yet, cuz? Yeah. Grind in. Grind in. On some. Y'all don't get this through now. 56 years old.
56 years old, still grinding.
Still grinding.
I'm fucking crying. Yeah, this look like this just look like a Negro park. You feel what I'm saying? This just look like a nigga-fied, like, niggas out this bitch with phones. Niggas just out this bitch working out, bro. This look like just a nigga-fied park.
Y'all don't get this through now. 56 years old, still grinding. 56 years old, still grinding. Get out of the anything 35 and up, see bust. Why though we do it?
Brazy would also often record himself freestyling on camera, even asking his live viewers to pick the beats to rap to.
Man, bro, anybody just pick a beat, bro, on everything. Anybody on live right now, just send a beat. All up in the shower, cause I'm Honeycomb Jr. I got power. Pull up in that fun truck, you hear that? Bang! Get back.
As well as sometimes rapping deeper lyrics about his life that he had written down.
No one down wanna see me young. If you black gang, beat me young. Clutching hard, cause I'm paranoid. How it happened? Bow, what are you wishing for? Run up in the house, make that get out. I told I'm coming right back. I'm coming right back with this shit. Now it's gotta happen. This gotta happen. Quick going through it, so I do that for him too. You know what I'm saying? They real like that. We dying about that. I'm just like my dad, and you just like your dad.
Nah, we ain't even talk about that shit though. That Perky's calling, that future Perky's calling. Y'all know, shout out RP Scooter did that Perky's calling crazy though. Lord Scooter, Baltimore Perky's calling. If y'all don't know, get up on game, bro. But yeah, y'all know that Mozzie Perky calling too. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, that Perky's calling B is just crazy tough. I can hear them Perky's calling.
Daddy too, and you know he a rap. Well, I don't listen to rapper because they tellin' lie. don't listen to rapper because they telling lie. When we were lurking for real, we used to sleep outside. And we were lurking for real, we used to sleep outside. Hey, this is a little song though, man. 100 calls of it. Oh, I really do it though.
Brazy could even be seen rapping the lyrics to his song Freestyle that would later turn out to be his breakthrough hit.
I be so paranoid, I'm talking about I pour my game on my pistol line. I know that these niggas plot. That's why I surround myself on my killer's line.
Perhaps due to his rapping skills and reputation in the streets, or maybe due to the connections that he had made while being in the streets or behind bars, Brazy would also already have some of the most major connections in the rap industry, as he would post himself FaceTiming famous rappers and known street figures, like Atlanta's biggest dope dealer turned rapper, Rallo, aka Mr. Dogfood, and Yo Gotti's #1 shooter turned rapper, Black Youngster. It was also during this stint in jail that Brazy would famously spend time in the same cell as his father, Big Honeycomb, likely making his time behind bars much more tolerable, as they finally had all the time in the world to catch up on life and spend long lost time together. Placing the two in the same cell seemed like an unusual stroke of luck, particularly given that Big Honeycomb also shared the same cell with Brazy's uncle Gator Q. However, according to Brazy, this was not done on purpose, but rather the prison staff were actually completely unaware of him being Big Honeycomb's son due to the fact they actually had different last names, with Honeycomb Jr. actually having the last name of his mother.
Y'all shared the same cell?
Yeah, we slept in the same cell, magic count at West Jail.
How does that work? Like, did y'all make it like that, or did he just?
No, they just put me in the cell with them. Like, I got out of lockup. I was at St. Cloud, but I was goddamn getting into without, so they end up kicking me out of that. They like you can't be here no more. You doing too much. So they sent me to goddamn West Jefferson and lockup. So when I got out of lockup, they put me right in the cell with my daddy. But they didn't know that my daddy, we got the same first name, we ain't got the same last name. So I went in there with him, we banging. That pop real. We ain't doing the beginning high, sipping drink, talking on the phone, out, kicking it. That's it.
Anyway, Brazy would wind up spending 6 months with his father.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know how it is down there, but I'm pretty sure it's like that everywhere, in prison, they ask you, like, what gang you in, like, where you from, and they put you with, people that's from where you from, you feel me, so that gang wars don't, you feel me, pop up, because you don't want to have a Crip in the same cell with a blood and, shit like that, so they put you in pods with specific motherfuckers, in most places, to what I know at least, so. Yeah, they same gang, you feel me? Same name. I could see them getting put together and you feel me, in the cell together and shit. I could definitely see that.
Father Big Honeycomb, and would later claim he would have actually taken another year in jail if he was able to spend it with his father.
And how long did y'all share the cell for?
We did like about 5-6 months, and I dipped. I had went home. That was the last. I was on the end of my bed.
Okay.
Yeah, but I left out the cell with him though. I ain't really want to leave that. I was ready to do another year with him for real. On everything, I ain't even lying.
But eventually, Brazy would end up beating the murder charges on a self-defense basis in late 2017, hitting the streets again whilst leaving his father behind in jail, which was clearly a tough pill to swallow, as Brazy has expressed numerous times how heartbroken he felt after he was separated from his father again. Brazy has since gone live on social media with his father, making it obvious just how much joy he gets from speaking to him.
Man, free my motherfucking daddy, man. My daddy finna come on here. My dad in the cell right now. I'm telling my dad in the jail cell right now. Hold on, cut that off until we call back. Man, free my motherfucking daddy, man. My dad in the motherfucking cell. Y'all think I'm finna let him take me? You think I'm finna let him take me while my dad out those bitch? Is y'all stupid? Hey, Dad. Hey. What's up, Pops? I love you, Pops.
And Brazy has also mentioned how he would sign to a record label if they're just able to help him get his father out.
Told them folks, you want me to sign, get my dad out. That's all y'all gotta do. And you gonna see it on flexing or not. And on the time, he been locked up 14 years already on the life sentence. He can make parole next year and come home. But he case some real bull. So y'all got some good lawyers and all that right there. Anything, get what? Man, run it, man. Like run it, let run it. Yeah, let run it. Any record label, anybody, let run it. Get pops out. Know y'all got that pull. Know y'all got that pull for real, for real. Know y'all can do that. Know y'all can get pops out. Yeah, know y'all want Brazy. Y'all know Brazy gonna bring that check for y'all now. Y'all know I'm finna be the hardest out. If I gotta go independent or anyway, I'm finna be the hardest out. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get him out myself anyway. I'm just trying to get him out a little bit faster.
But before Brazy would hit the streets once again, his father would leave him with one piece of advice: move carefully. Because while he might have been officially off the hook legally when it came to the death of Stank, Dee Dee Southall was not about to let his nephew's death go unavenged.
I got money on my head. Like that when I had the murder, that when I'm finna get out for it. You know, I had to do like 2 years. So I'm finna get out on that right there. He telling me like, well, you get out there, you gotta walk light. You know, goddamn trying to get you out the way now. Like, well, I ain't trying to goddamn get that phone call. For real, can't let them do me like that while I'm doing life.
After beating the charges in the murder of Stank and getting out of jail, Honeycomb Brazy would hit the streets running, determined to turn his difficult life experiences, as well as his connections within the music industry, into a successful career in the rap game. But before he would even get a chance to start, things would almost be over for Brazy, because only about a week after being released, he would get into an altercation, allegedly with DD Southall shooters, resulting in him getting shot 8 times, with one of these being a headshot. Fortunately, Brazy would survive the shooting, but the situation was serious. He would reportedly fall into a coma for a week, and when he finally woke up, the doctors believed he would never walk again, and Brazy would later open up about these events on social media and in interviews.
I did like a year and 8 months just fighting the murder. I get off on that, when I get off on the hard, get out, boom. First week out, they hit me 8 times. They did that. Hit me, shot me 8 times, first week out.
Now, you do have a viral video of you getting patched up by one of your homies, right?
Yeah.
This was right after you got shot, like moments after you got shot?
No, hell no. You talking about when I was like patching my back up?
Yeah.
Nah, that when I had got shot 8 times. That was just me getting out the hospital and he was just changing my wound.
Okay, I'm thinking you didn't even go to the hospital. It was just some hood, like your homie just patching you up on some hood.
Nah, 8 times, you gotta go to the hospital to say.
Okay.
Say he got shot 8 times, he ain't go to the hospital, he still living that life.
This isn't the time you got shot in the head, correct?
Yeah, that was the time I got shot in the head.
And how long were you in the coma?
Like probably like 9 days.
Okay, and I understand the doctors told you you shouldn't have made it?
Yeah, they were telling me I wasn't gonna be able to like walk right. I wasn't gonna feel some part of my leg no more because I couldn't feel it. But now I feel it now though. But you know, they told me all type of lies, you know, I be bored.
Man, do you ever just sit back and be like, man, I'm just happy to be here?
Hell yeah, all the time. Every time I get high, pop a perk, goddamn, thinking like that.
Brazy would also later post a picture of himself when he was in a...
Every time I get high, pop a perk.
You know, I be bored.
Man, do you ever just sit back and be like, man, I'm just happy to be here?
Hell yeah.
Every time I get high, pop a perk.
Get high, pop a perk, goddamn, thinking like that.
Brazy would also later post a picture of himself when he was in a coma to his Instagram, together with lyrics from his 2020 song The Truth, Gucci Flow.
He keep bringing up them lyrics.
The biggest rat in my city got some bricks on my head, clearly insinuating that he considered Southall to be responsible for the attack. He would also mention the shooting in the song Camelback, where he raps, "They shot me 8 times, cause you made a deal, you set me up, almost got me killed," insinuating that he might have gotten ambushed or backdoored during the incident. After Brazy woke up from his coma and was in the recovery stages, he would leave Mobile and go to Atlanta to stay with none other than Rallo and his Famgoon partners. Now, those of you who have seen my video about Rallo,
yo, this is a crazy crossover.
Rallo's massive drug operation was actually at its peak.
This is a crazy crossover.
Rallo was finally arrested and raided by the Fed.
Damn, y'all gotta know about Rallo.
A rapper named Donkey Wild, who has
even served time with
Brazy,
ass.
as can be seen from the cover photo that he posted together with their song called No Hook in 2020. In fact, at one point when they were locked up together, Brazy would apparently even receive an extra year in jail for allegedly stabbing a man who had stolen Donkey's phone, as he would later explain during his Say Cheese interview.
You got an extra year in jail because of that?
Oh no, see that what you talking about, that was behind Duke Wild. That was behind Duke Wild. That what you talking about. That last time I was locked up, I had got an extra year behind that. Yeah, some took his phone and stabbed him, you know, took his throwing, sent him to the hospital. All type of shit was going on with him. And you know, I went off, I stabbed some up about him. Yeah, that when I got an extra year. Yeah.
In December 2017, Donkey would post a short vlog showing him picking up Brazy from the hospital after his coma. A video would also be posted online showing Donkey rebandaging Brazy's wounds and showing off the severity of the attack, as well as how close these two clearly were at this time. A clip from this video was also featured in the music video for Brazy's famous song, Under Pressure, after he raps the line, "They tried to do me like 50 Cent, they hit the car with a high 8, 3 to the back, 1 to the head, you know we don't count below the waist." Still, even months after the shooting,
that's
Brazy
tough.
would do a 30-minute
You know we don't count shit below the waist. He said we ain't got to speak on a
below the waist.
Ooh,
Still,
that's
even
tough.
months after the shooting, Brazy would do a 30-minute live on Facebook where he would desperately attempt to squeeze out a bullet from his leg that still remained there since the shooting, and even offering any viewers with expertise in bullet removal $1,000 if they could help him.
Yeah, I pay a mother.
rat.
Y'all
Like,
gotta
I'm
go
talking
to his
about-
Patreon to see the
Come
uncensored.
on. I got 1,000. Hospital charge more than that. Man, I got 500. Anybody know how to move their right now? I got 500, bro. No lie. Somebody come get their. Anybody know how to get their bitch? Man, I got 500. Oh God. They pull up, get this out of me, dog. My mama get this out of me, dog. Got 1,000.
Brazy's original plan was to stay in Atlanta and record music with Rollo and the Fam Goons, but as he would later explain, vengeance was playing heavy on his mind, and even in the safety of Atlanta, far away from the dangers of Mobile, Brazy wanted to get back to Alabama to stand on business. So he would return to Mobile with one goal in mind: get back.
I shoot to the A with Rollo now, and what I did, I shoot to the A, boom, I'm to my fam going, I'm to my day before the deal, all the extra. I shoot to the A fam going now in Pakistan. I'm ducked out right now. That's where I'm chilling at. I just left that before the feds hit that. I supposed to been in now. I just left that whole like, no, I'm from the dip because I wasn't feeling right. It was my first week out. Just shot me 8 times, hit my all in the head. So I'm like, no, I can't rap right now. I'm like, I gotta go spin. I can't rap. Like, when I try to get in the studio, I couldn't even rap. I couldn't do a bar because I'm like, no, these stepped on me. Like,
That brother is seeing red. He said, no, I can't rap right now. I gotta spin. I gotta spin. Yo said, like, I can't rap. Why am I here rapping? These folks stepping. Nah, you said, bruh, yo, that is crazy.
I couldn't do a bar because I'm like, no, they stepped on me.
I couldn't even do a bar because I'm like, nah, these niggas just that's how you know that shit got to him. That shit really got to him, bro. He like, nah, I can't even get a bar right now.
These folks stepping. No, we finna go step back.
After returning to Mobile,
Bro couldn't
Brazy would
let that
allegedly
slide. Bro
every
couldn't
single
feel like
night,
a bitch.
sometimes even multiple times per night, looking to catch the people who shot him. However,
Dang.
Brazy's enemies, who thought that he wasn't even in the city, would mistakenly retaliate against the wrong people, resulting in someone's grandmother's house being shot up. An eerie sense of foreshadowing, considering what would happen some years later to Brazy's grandparents.
I'm spending like real talk on my soul. I'm spending every night I came down there. And them know that I spent like 4 times one night. And I knew they know of me because I posted pictures the next day to let them know of me. They thought I wasn't even in Mobile. They just had everybody getting shot at.
They know it's me because I posted a picture to let them know it was me. Yo, he posted a picture in the city to let them niggas.
They let them know of me. They thought I wasn't even in Mobile. They just had everybody getting shot at.
Yo, this nigga's a crash out savant, bro.
Spending that. This on dead gray on blood. I ain't doing no line. Spending every day that whole night. They think it's some more spending, so they go hit that some more. Like, boy, it real beef in the city, dog. Blood, like, boy, it's smoke, dog. So you're a devil, though. If you got beef on you, you don't know who got you, you feel me? So we spinning. They go hit that some more, but they end up shooting grandma's house up. So when they shot grandma's house up, I'm like, nah, I'm finna let these know I'm down here. I'm finna let these know I did it, but I ain't finna tell on myself and be like, oh, I did this and did that. But I'm finna post that little picture in Mobile, in my project where I'm from, Happy Hill. I'm finna post that picture in Happy Hill and let these know I'm in the city. I'm out there coma. They thought I was dead. I'm back. So y'all post the picture. So now they know, oh, that come Mobile. So he did that. Yeah, he did that. But the only reason I posted the picture because they shot a grandma's house up. I don't even know that. I just heard like that they hit bro grandma house thinking he would and I'm knowing he ain't do that. So I'm gonna get him out that jam like, no, bro, I ain't do that. Y'all don't hit it grandma house up. Like, no.
You're trying to save folks.
Killed by did, you know,
right? Nah, that's real shit though.
But staggeringly,
that's
Brazy
real
wouldn't
shit
stop
though.
his revelations there, as he would say that in the end, he got the last laugh because the ops have dead friends who are never coming back. And he would quote the infamous diss song by Gucci Mane, The Truth, which is dedicated to Gucci's main op, Young Jeezy, where Gucci raps, "Go dig your partner up now, I bet he can't say," a reference to Young Jeezy's friend Pookie Loke, who was killed by Gucci Mane during an incident where Jeezy's henchmen attempted to backdoor Gucci with the help of a young woman.
Correct. Now they got me down bad. They got the laugh. I got the laugh dead. You feel me? You got dead, ain't never coming back. Like Gucci said, dig your partner. Man, he can't say y'all this for real on that. So I wasn't tripping about that part. Like, I done did everything but died on my soul. Did everything but died. Like, real talk.
I done did
So
everything but died.
Like,
It's
shot me in the
crazy.
head, shot me 3 times in the back, all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't stunning. I don't give a f. I know God got me.
A few months after getting shot, Brazy would also post a cryptic
This
message
a
saying that his
demonic
family had
ass nigga,
switched up
yeah.
on him and that he would face whatever came his way alone. Now, you can really get an idea of where Brazy's head was at during this time by reading an exchange between Brazy and the brother of Stank in May 2018, where Brazy would post about a situation that resembled very closely what happened between him and Stank, saying, "If you got someone you like and you get into an argument with guns around, you should walk away rather than kill your friends." To which Stank's brother would reply, attempting to press Brazy, saying, "You stepped on my brother and never explained, but what's understood doesn't need an explanation." But Brazy, seemingly not concerned even the slightest, would directly taunt the brother back, telling him to suck his D and explain that. But eventually, Brazy would seemingly get tired of sliding, ultimately getting motivated to take rapping seriously as he continued to drop videos of himself freestyling on social media.
This nigga done really stepped on niggas hella close to him. Cousins,
Then,
brothers.
June 2018, he would finally put out his first official song under the name Honeycomb Brazy, together with a music video.
I feel like
This
he'll
song wound
step
up being
on
his biggest hit so far, a track
shit
titled
himself
simply
if he had to.
Or Freestyle, that's the intro, with this song essentially intended to be an introduction to him as an artist. Now, the song follows pretty much the exact same lyrics that Brazy had already been rapping in jail before his release, but at the time without a beat, which is why the track is simply called Freestyle. But what makes this song so catchy is arguably the effortless way that Brazy rides the laid-back yet energetic beat, going bar after bar for over 7 minutes, together with a catchy flow combined with his heavy Alabama drawl and funny lyrics that paint a vivid picture of Brazy's crazy life. The track resembled the style of an old Gucci Mane track, with the song being a prime example of why Brazy has been called the Gucci Mane of Alabama, rapping about hooking up with flexible women who do yoga, being surrounded by killers who he can send to do any job, and saying that he would go to jail for his friends. He even compares himself to a pimp, saying that he's had girls since 10 years old, and he reminisces on robbing packs and getting finessed in the streets by his own uncle. Given all of the trauma that Brazy has experienced during his young life, the song also gives a more serious insight into Brazy's state of mind, like when he mentions being so paranoid that he pumps gas with his pistol drawn and only surrounds himself with killers. Brazy would later open up about the process of making the song To Say Cheese, saying how he knew that this track would blow up.
Now, your first ever music video, right, is at 22 million views on YouTube.
Yeah.
You don't ever see that happen. Like, that is like unheard of.
Yeah.
Speak on that. Like, you're in the studio, you're recording this record. Are you knowing that this is the record, or you just doing you?
Nah, I'm knowing that's it for real. Like, Ben had that like, and I was at a mass camp with Jefferson. That when I was locked up in the cell. My dad, you know, me and my dad, we slept in the same cell, you feel me? So it was like, we was in that you just running to me like, man, Lil, you gotta rap me out this. You got it. Like, you gotta rap me out this. Like, get out there.
You gotta rap me out this bitch.
I really did this for my daddy, you know, like Big Dude, Bird, you know, Joel, you know, my main man, you know, like them. So I really juve it. Big Aunt, I got in my ear real telling me to run it. So I hopped on that tight time.
He would also explain how shooting the music video in Mobile had felt risky for him, noting how he had his head on a swivel the entire time shooting it, which can indeed even be seen in the video with Brazy's gaze often momentarily panning past the camera, just checking out what's going on in the background.
My grump had goddamn like, really paid for the video. He was like, man, you gotta go and do this. So I was like, man, I ain't trying to shoot no video on Mobile, man, you know I got smoke. He like, man, that them finna do it. So, you know, my grump paid for the video and he just put up, you know, we just shot that like right then and now, cause I already had dropped the song, got shot up. And we just rent that like, straight out the top, like whatever happened, everything on that real, when nothing made up, it like, rented. I'm watching it around the whole video though. I'm really paranoid. Like, I'm watching everything. I'm thinking it's about to go down for real.
Around the time of dropping Freestyle, Brazy was also seemingly close with other up-and-coming rappers from Mobile, like No Cap, who he would later post a pic with a few weeks later. Unfortunately, Brazy was still taking a huge risk just staying in Mobile, and already the next month in early July, he would apparently get shot again, this time in the leg, with Brazy posting a video of himself laying on the couch with a new bandage around his ankle, whilst he would casually freestyle about how he kept getting shot.
I do this out the head, niggas shot me all up in my leg, but before that, they hit me up in my back and up in my head, but instead, I'm still living and these want me dead.
In the comments, someone would ask Brazy why his leg was taped up with electrical tape, to which Brazy would reply, saying that the shooting had just happened 15 minutes ago. Later that day, he would do another post, now having a full cast on his left leg, together with a message taunting his ops, who had once again failed to take him out. And the next day, he would once again post a cryptic message where he would accuse his own family of setting him up, saying it's going to be somebody around him who gets him killed, and that he's at war with both the ops and the cops, and claiming not to respect the older OGs in his city. Then, the next month, things would just keep getting worse, as Brazy would post how someone had shot up his mother's house, as well as hitting his brother and his cousin, with Brazy saying that all of this had been done for a big rat, clearly insinuating that Southall shooters had once again done another hit. Clearly a lot was happening behind the scenes in Brazy's life, and his beef in the streets was seemingly also affecting his connections in the Mobile rap scene, as the next day, Brazy would post how he couldn't work with certain local rappers anymore due to their connections to Southall and his crew, mocking them for running with rats and respecting the police. And then, already the next day, Brazy was seemingly locked up once again, likely on a probation violation, as he would post how he would have to serve another 90 days. Unfortunately, this 90 days would ultimately turn into over a year, perhaps due to the incident involving Famgoon member Dookie Wild.
Oh no, see that what you talking about, that was behind Dookie Wild. That was behind Dookie Wild. That what you talking about. That last time I was locked up, I had got an extra year behind that. Yeah, some had took his phone and stabbed him, you know, took his throwing shit, sent him to the hospital, all type of shit going on with him. And you know, I went off, I stabbed some up about him. Yeah, that when I got an extra year. Yeah.
But ultimately, nothing could stop the motion that Brazy's debut freestyle was picking up, and eventually, rap fans everywhere would get to know the artist named Honeycomb Brazy, and the wild and dangerous story behind his.
I won't lie about him. I stabbed them niggas up. I had about Mike Muir that whole time, but you're just funny shot. Yeah, I got extra year for that. Yeah, I stabbed them niggas up.
Yeah.
But ultimately, nothing could stop.
I stabbed up about him. Yeah, that when I got an extra year. Yeah.
But ultimately,
and he'll
nothing
do
could
it
stop
again.
The motion that Brazy's debut freestyle was picking up, and eventually, rap fans everywhere would get to know the artist named Honeycomb Brazy, and the wild and dangerous story behind his music career.
Oh shit, hey, we gonna get into that next motherfucking section. How much of this I do for y'all? I think I did. Oh, I did about like a cool 40 for y'all niggas. But yeah, chat, I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here, man. My bad, y'all. I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all niggas in the next one. Peace out.